Buddhism versus Stoicism, which one actually works? Introduction. In the quest for peace, resilience, and a meaningful life, two ancient philosophies stand out, Buddhism and Stoicism. Both have survived thousands of years, influencing millions with their teachings on suffering, mindfulness, and self-mastery. But which one actually works in the modern world? Is Buddhism's emphasis on detachment and enlightenment more effective than Stoicism's focus on rationality and virtue? Or does Stoicism's practical approach make it the better choice for handling daily stress? In this deep dive, we'll compare Buddhism and Stoicism, exploring their core principles, similarities, differences, and real-world effectiveness. By the end, you'll have a clearer idea of which philosophy, or combination of both, might work best for you. 1. Origins and core beliefs. Buddhism, the path to enlightenment founded by Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, around 500 BCE in India. Buddhism is a spiritual tradition centered on ending suffering, dukkha, through wisdom, ethical living, and meditation. Key teachings. The Four Noble Truths. Life is suffering. Suffering arises from desire and attachment. Suffering ends when desire ends. The Eightfold Path leads to the end of suffering. The Eightfold Path: right view, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration. Anatta, no self, the idea that the self is an illusion, and clinging to identity causes suffering. Karma and rebirth, actions have consequences, affecting future rebirths until liberation, nirvana, is achieved. Buddhism is deeply introspective, emphasizing meditation, mindfulness, vipassana, Zen, to see reality clearly and detach from cravings. Stoicism, the philosophy of resilience, developed in ancient Greece, around 300 BCE, by Zeno of Citium and later refined by Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism is a practical philosophy focused on self-control, virtue, and acceptance of what we cannot change. Key teachings. Dichotomy of control: focus only on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and accept what you can't. Virtue as the highest good: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are the keys to a good life. Amor fati: love your fate, embrace whatever happens, seeing obstacles as opportunities. Memento mori: remember you will die, reflect on mortality to live more purposefully. Stoicism is action-oriented, teaching resilience through logic rather than spirituality. 2. Similarities between Buddhism and Stoicism. Despite different origins, Buddhism and Stoicism share surprising overlaps. A focus on suffering and its causes. Both acknowledge that suffering is inevitable but can be managed. Buddhism blames craving and attachment, Stoicism blames irrational judgments. The emphasis on mindfulness and presence. Buddhism teaches meditation to observe thoughts without attachment. Stoicism promotes prasosh, attention, to remain aware of judgments. See detachment versus acceptance. Buddhism advises non-attachment to desires. Stoicism teaches acceptance of external events. Ethical living. Both value compassion, self-discipline, and moderation. 3. Key differences. Aspect. Buddhism, Stoicism: ultimate goal nirvana, liberation from rebirth eudaimonia, flourishing through virtue, view of self, no self. Anatta, rational self-improvement approach to desire, eliminate craving entirely, manage desires rationally, afterlife, rebirth until nirvana, no emphasis, focus on present life, spirituality, religious, karma, rebirth, deities in some schools, secular philosophy. 4. Which one actually works? The answer depends on what you're looking for. When Buddhism works better, for deep emotional healing, meditation and mindfulness help with anxiety, depression, and trauma. For spiritual seekers, if you believe in karma, rebirth, or transcendence. For letting go of attachments, helps with addiction, materialism, and obsessive desires. When Stoicism works better, for practical resilience, better for handling daily stress, rejection, and adversity. For secular thinkers, no religious elements, purely logic-based. For taking action, more focused on doing than just observing. Combining both. Many modern thinkers, like Sam Harris, Ryan Holiday, blend Stoic discipline with Buddhist mindfulness for a balanced approach. Stoicism for action, Buddhism for inner peace. Stoicism for external challenges, Buddhism for internal struggles. 5. Real-world applications. Example 1, dealing with failure. Buddhist approach, observe the pain without identifying with it. This too shall pass. Stoic approach, ask, what can I learn? What's in my control? Example 2, handling anger. Buddhist approach, meditate, see anger as impermanent. Stoic approach, is this worth my energy? Does anger serve me? Example 3, facing death. Buddhist approach, reflect on impermanence, prepare for rebirth or nirvana. Stoic approach, memento mori, live virtuously now because death is certain. 6. Criticisms and limitations. Buddhism's weaknesses, crossmark emoji, too passive. Detachment can sometimes lead to disengagement. Crossmark emoji, hard to master. Meditation takes years of practice. Crossmark emoji, religious baggage. Not everyone believes in karma or rebirth. Stoicism's weaknesses, crossmark emoji, too rigid. Suppressing emotions can backfire. Crossmark emoji, lacks spiritual depth. Some crave a deeper existential answer. Crossmark emoji, can feel cold. Just endure isn't always comforting. 7. Final verdict, which one should you choose? Choose Buddhism if you want deep spiritual growth. Struggle with attachment, anxiety, or existential dread. Prefer meditation and mindfulness. Choose Stoicism if you need practical tools for resilience. Prefer logic over spirituality. Want to take decisive action in tough situations. Best option. Try both. Use Stoicism for daily discipline, and Buddhism for inner peace. Conclusion: Buddhism and Stoicism aren't rivals, they're complementary. One helps you understand your mind, the other helps you master your actions. In a chaotic world, Stoicism gives you armor, Buddhism gives you serenity. So, which one works? The one you apply. Which philosophy resonates more with you? Let's discuss in the comments. Further reading/watching, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism the Dharmapada, Buddhism the Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, Modern Stoicism Waking Up by Sam Harris, Buddhism plus Secular Mindfulness. Thanks for reading. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives on philosophy and self-improvement. Until next time, stay wise, stay present, brain emoji, wheel of Dharma emoji, balance scale emoji.